Hi everyone. Today we are going to talk about open source. So basically, recently I have started exploring open source, and um, I had this itch in my mind that I want to try it out, and I want to explore these grounds. What happens? So that's why I'm here, and I just want to share my experience and the takeaways that I learned. So why even bother to do open source? I would say let's like be real for a second. It's just for the community, and but you end up learning things that you can't learn by sitting in tutorials, long 10-hour tutorials. So that's the thing about open source. You get to work on big code bases, production systems, and get to learn things more than any course or any video. So, like, you clone the repo and you try to get the setup done in your local. Suddenly, it throws 10 errors, and your this is like just the initiation fee that it takes to enter into any repo. If it's well maintained and everything is well and fine, the onboarding experience is good, then you won't find this. But any new repo or active repos, you'll see such things. So that's something that I came across. And the hard part, no, not actually the hard part, but still one of the important parts, that like how you find the repo which you want to contribute to. And this is a very like this is more about exploration. And I explored multiple repos, tried out multiple, like cloned them, go went through their code bases, saw that if there is something that I can do in it, then only I came to like got a better understanding of like what repo I could go to, and which is like ideal for me to contribute to. So I've been like I have started contributing to this Aiden Hive repo, which is basically a AI orchestration framework. There are multiple things, so let's go one by one. um, First thing is, whenever you clone that repo, get into it, go to the issues tab and look for good first issues. These are easy and easy fixes, especially labeled for people like who are starting out in open source. And these are easy, you can start with. And this is the very important phase. You clone the repo, and like you are thinking that you'll go through all the functions and understand all the code, but the reality is, even after hours of like going through different files, you see that you don't understand anything. And it's like generally these code bases get so big that it's very difficult to understand them by checking out each of the files. I would suggest the better way to learn the overall working of different functions, and what functionality is performed by which file and where is that located. Just get the project running in local, and just make it just add loggers at multiple points, and see that you'll when you run the repo in different test cases, you'll understand how like what function is calling, and what happens when you trigger this, what happens when you trigger that is a very fast way to learn when you're trying out a new repo. Yeah, I've already told you that the setup thing is quite there, where you could experience a dependency hell. And you can see that like how what a dependency hell looks like, and like much more things are there. Try Docker or Poetry. If that is there, then it makes things easy managing all the dependencies. And these are the setup tips from the trenches. First is like the very important tip, that you have to first read the readme file very seriously. It has all the setup guides, and check what environment variables are there. Make a env file from the example file, and just then try to match the like Python versions and everything, and install it. Yeah. And one more important tip: join the Slack channel or the Discord channel that is there for the repo. That really helps, because people post their issues there. Also, if there is something that is going on, you can ask multiple people, message them. So that is a really helpful thing that I came to know about. Also, ask in the discussions tab. There is a discussions tab specifically in all of those repos. So this is as I suggested you. First, run it before you read the code, and because reading code is like a very lengthy process and very slow way to learn, and it's not very effective. So because you need to understand that if you want to fix a certain issue in a big repo, then you need to work only that specific chunk of code. You don't need to understand the whole architecture, whole everything. You just need to have a idea about the whole architecture, and then work on a specific portion where you can fix that issue. So that really helps. Run those examples, and it really helps. The art of issue shopping. When you find that repo which you want to contribute to, you go to the issues tab, you find thousands of issues there. Then you do some research, like let's say you're starting out, then you can do these good first issues where like changes in the documentation, or any adding example, or enhancing the onboarding experience of any new contributor. Let's say you have matured as an open source contributor, and you are finding issues. Like I tried finding issues in thousands of them. I tried to filter out and find issues which are not assigned to anyone. You find those five issues, understand them properly, propose a solution, and it completely depends on the maintainers that they assign it to you or not. So it's like a volumetric process where you like come up with solutions for different issues, post it, and ask them maintainers to assign it to you. And it completely depends on them that they will assign it to you or not. So sometimes that's why also it gets difficult and delayed to contribute to open source. So one more tip here that I understood with my experience, that if you understand the repo, just create a new issue, find a issue in that, what, like any bug or anything, just try to find that out and create your own issue, and then ask the maintainer to assign it to you. That's really the faster way and a better way to contribute, because there are the chances is higher if you found the issue and also propose a solution right away, then the chances are really high that they will assign it to you. So your first PR, everyone starts with a like those typo errors or readme stuff, but it's fine. Get that done. And I've also started with something like simpler, because that gives you a head start to move further, for more complex issues. So I would just say to what I understood was most important thing here is to maintain proper to communicate well with the maintainers, and put proper documentation of everything that you have tried, or you're proposing. So that is one thing. I've not done many PRs, but this is like a very uh, simple experience for the beginning. They expect you to maintain proper documentation, proper like everything, comment structure, and adherence with the existing architecture. Everything they try to they want that. That is a prerequisite that you have to think about. Otherwise. You always try to communicate, respond to the comments where you are tagged or anything, and that really helps when you are getting into the open source community. Finally, the merge. So this is where we trying to reach and make our git contribution graph better and learn. So this is just a timeline uh, where like how growth looks like in open source. Like it takes time, but I think that's right. But there are many unexpected benefits of open source that are there. Like you get to network with real developers, good top notch developers. That's really a edge. And you can show off your github contributions to anyone, or any interviews that you're not just a certificate. That's real experience that you can show, and the confidence you get after getting your PRs merged is permanent. Overall, like I would say, kind of a roadmap. Like at the starting, I generally what I did, like the overall thing that happened with me. I first explored the repo, explored which repo can I contribute to. Is it consistent with the stack which I'm trying to contribute? And I know, and is that something which I'm interested in? Like some, I chose Hive because I like Python and I know about multi-agentic systems, so I chose that. And then went in, found some good first issues, tried to understand, like reading the readme and the contributing.md, these are very important. And then setting the project locally is very important, because you get to see the logs and understand what is happening inside the code. Then making that PR, comment on the issue. I have, like initially I started commenting on 2 3 issues with a proposed solution and everything, and create a very descriptive branch name for particular issue. Write clear commit messages, this is very important. They judge you on that, that's very important. And this is fine. After submitting, also respond to all feedbacks gracefully. These are the things that I have seen through good contributors. So, and this is like common etiquettes you need to have while operating in open source. And yeah, something that's really good, to good in open source, like when you're on a particular issue and you have some doubts, you ask and tag multiple people, then it's highly probable that maybe someone else will respond, but your doubt will be cleared in some way or the other. So that's a really good, like a workforce, big workforce is trying to build something. And yeah, that's all I think from my side. Yeah, we'll keep you posted. Bye.